Reality for the real. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about the videos. Let me know what I can get better at. Brand new YouTuber. So you can always get better. Uh Appreciate the views from Fonnie Willis. But please hit that like and subscribe button. Y'all ride along this journey with me, man. Today we got Kevin Durant in the GOAT conversation. Now, me personally, he is not in the GOAT conversation, you know. But it's an interesting take. Let's see what Chris Broussard and Rob Parker got to say about it. Conversate.
We got to talk about Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant believes, Rob, that he should be in the GOAT conversation. All right? He told the Arizona Republic, he was asked, why don't you think you're in the GOAT conversation, KD? You know? And KD said it's because he went to the Warriors. He said, why shouldn't I be in it? That's the question you should ask. Why not? What haven't I done? And that question, give props to our man, Dwayne Rankin from the Arizona Republic, who asked KD that question and got that answer. Rob, I'm going to let you start.
Kevin Durant is a fantastic basketball player, one of the all-time greats. What is there bad to say about him, Chris? But he's not in that conversation. I'm sorry. Kobe Bryant, Chris, a lot of players love, whatever.
First, he's not even the best player in his era. LeBron James. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think Kevin Durant, he know what time it is. Like, I don't know. Well, really, they asked him the question. So, I mean, if somebody asked me the question and I'm an all-time great, I say the same thing, shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't finna just shit on myself and I like, I ain't of the upper echelon. But realistically, he know why. He ain't in the GOAT conversation. It's only two people to me, but you could say three: Hakeem, Jordan, and LeBron. That's it. I look at Kevin Durant as the top 15 of all time. You know, when he went to Golden State, he was clearly the best player on Golden State. Even though they was 73-9 when he came over there, it's really, I think, what's taint his legacy as far as what people place him amongst the all-time greatest that, he went to a team that beat him in the playoffs. And they was up 3-1. I remember that series. They was up 3-1 and they just collapsed. You know, I was thinking to myself like, damn, boy, Kevin Durant, because I'm the type, I love players that get drafted and then take their teams to the promised land. That's why I'm a Giannis fan because, he took the team that he was drafted by to the promised land, you know, without putting his super team together. And, this is some of his career stats. He's 50% from the field goal, 38% from three. He's steals, he have 1,086. Turnovers, pretty high, 3,200. And he's got 27,000 points. So Durant is in his I want to say 15th year. And really, since if he would have got another ring after he left Golden State, I still don't think he in the GOAT conversation, but I think he enters the top 10. I really do.
He's won more championships, right? Played
Yep.
20 years with the Lakers, all this other stuff. He's not in that conversation. I know people like to put him in there, but that's not a cop. You think the all-time greatest? There are 10 people you're talking about. Like I'm just saying, like that can't. There's no such list. If there were 10 people on that list, Chris, so Kevin Durant's had a fantastic career. Of late, thank God he's playing better. He's healthy. He's playing great. A number of years he's been hurt, moving around. Dude, I'm not taking anything away. You went to a team that already won a championship without you. You went and you didn't go along for the ride. You were MVP twice, and they probably would have won again if he didn't get hurt. So I love all that about Kevin Durant. But if you want to put him next to Michael Jordan and LeBron James, I just don't think he's on that plateau. I just don't, and that's not a diss of
It's
him.
not
and his
even
ability.
a knock. It
It's
is
just
not
not.
a knock. I'm sorry. And you're right. Like nobody in their right mind would deny that Kevin Durant is an all-time great player. And he's definitely, Rob, I'd say a top 25 player, maybe a top 20 player. Probably most people probably have him top 20. But there is no way he's in the GOAT conversation. And Rob, the only time it has ever even been brought up, the only time that he's ever been discussed in the GOAT conversation is now.
Right. I mean, I really
Like you don't, if you're in the GOAT conversation.
Yeah, I never heard that. I never heard anybody put him in the GOAT conversation. I never heard anybody even come up with that assumption. You know what I'm saying? Like, all time greats had great defense. LeBron, 6-time all defensive player. Jordan, 9 times all defensive player. I think they say Kareem was like 12-time all defensive player. Like, gotta have that deep. Gotta have that deep, bro. Gotta have that all around game. You know, like, best peer shooter, we got a conversation. We got a conversation. In this video, Bizarre, he's gonna basically say that there's no way he's the greatest shooter of all time, but shit, I beg to differ. Like, when you talking about a man that can hit from anywhere on the floor, I don't give a damn, 5, 15, 30-footer, like, he dropping them bitches like hot flies. So, definitely in the conversation for best peer shooter, like, for real.
Conversation, others should put you in it. It's not gonna be because you said, "Hey, why I'm not in
why
the GOAT?
aren't you guys talking about me? Exactly. I mean,
And I'm gonna give. He said, "What haven't I done?" And I'm not even gonna. I don't want to say it in an insulting tone to KD. No, because he is awesome and he's a great player. I'm glad he got his rings. I was one of the few that didn't kill him nationally when he went to Golden State. He played well.
Over a career, he averaged 27, 3, 7 rebounds, 4. So 27, 7, and 4. 4.5 and 1,020 games. He's been the MVP 1 year. Been 13 All-Star games, Rookie of the Year, 2 Final MVPs, and 2 championships. Like I said, you could have talked about the top 10 if he would have won another chip after Golden State era. You know, like, that was the best assembled team ever. Like, top to bottom, what that was, 2000 and, I want to say that was the 2016 team. top to bottom, like that was the best assembled team I ever seen. That's why I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't think LeBron them had a chance when they seen him that first time with KD. Yeah, cause LeBron beat him the first time. I mean, LeBron beat him the second time. They beat LeBron the first time. They went 73-9 the second time. LeBron beat him, and then when KD came, I ain't think LeBron had a chance in hell. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not with that nigga on now. You know what I'm saying? Straight sharpshooters, like a lot of bitches sleep on Clay though. A lot of bitches sleep on Clay. Like Clay was in his prime. Man, I know what his name. Damn, I forgot his damn name. I forgot his damn name. Steph. I know when Steph the all time 3-point shooter. Like I give him that, but like all around game, I would have took Clay. Like for real.
It was a very similar to what LeBron did. Obviously, LeBron didn't go to a team that had beaten him, but in the playoffs. But still, he did join some great players. But here's KD said, "What haven't I done?" And I'm just gonna say it matter of factly, Rob. I think there are generally three players in the GOAT conversation: Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I agree.
Right?
I agree. There are a lot of play. Those are the three.
Wilt
that
isn't really in it.
No.
Wilt's not really. He's got all those numbers, but he only won 2 rings. Larry Bird, for goodness sake.
Like I said, I agree with that. Kareem, LeBron, Jordan. That's it for right now. That's it for right now. Like, you got Magic, you got Bird, you got Wilt. Like, Wilt averaged 50 for a career. But the three in that conversation to me, like I said, they had all-time defense along with all-time scoring. So, me and Chris, we agree on that one, though, champ.
Is it in it? Nobody's really been. Shaq, is it in it? Magic. Magic's right there on the periphery, but for the most part, he's not really in it.
He's considered an all-time great, and you might put him on your Chris.
He's right. I mean, about as close as you can get to the GOAT conversation without actually being in it. But here's the thing, Rob. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, what were they that Kevin Durant's not? All-time great defenders.
Yep.
Yeah.
All-time great defenders. Like Katie said, what haven't I done? That's what you haven't done.
Yeah.
You've never made an all-defensive team. LeBron James made 6 all-defensive teams.
Kareem
Abdul-Jabbar made 12. Michael Jordan made 9 and was a defensive player of the year.
Right.
Like, that's it. I mean, KD is a great scorer. I won't go as far as some. I heard Kendrick Perkins say today that he's the greatest scorer ever. No, he's not. Michael Jordan's the greatest.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, we disagree on that. Well, not really. I would say Jordan, the greatest scorer, but shit, Wilt. And I know you were playing a bunch of white boys back then, but still. Like, Wilt averaged 50 a game. Point blank period. Scored 101. Like, they was professional basketball players back then. They might not have been the athletic freaks that Jordan played against, but 50 a game, that's some shit. So when you talk about scoring, that's putting the ball in the bucket. And that, he did the best from what I seen. The highlights I seen from back then.
I like Kendrick in his absolute terms, but I'm always wondering about.
I love Kendrick. We've had him on the show.
Remember, he started doing stuff
with us. He was with us before he went to ESPN. And God bless him. That's a great brother, and I'm happy for his success. But no, he's not the greatest scorer of all time. But he's mainly a scorer. He's not a passer like LeBron or a passer like Magic. He mainly scores. Kareem obviously a defender, rebounder, because because
I'm just putting this in here. KD averaged 87% from the free throw. So he was like butter through sliced bread in the free throw.
besides, but still great rebounder. Um, LeBron was obviously a tremendous passer along with scoring. And Michael Jordan was a fantastic defender along with scoring. Like they did more than just score. And again, I don't want to tear apart KD's resume because it's a great one. But he is just not Rob, I think the only way, because KD talks about basketball in terms like I just want to get better every day. It's almost like he likes to even, he hasn't said this to my knowledge, but it's kind of like downplaying that it's really about winning and it's really just about mastering the game, right? And just getting your skills up and you playing against the game. You're not really even playing against the opponent. If I'm wrong, that's fine. But this kind of the feel sometimes I get from the way KD talks about the game. And I'm wondering, is he thinking, Rob, skill-wise, come on, I got handle, I can pass.
And we get it for
I'm
his
7
height
feet
and
tall,
all that.
I can shoot with anybody. Like, come on, skill for skill, nobody's better than me. But I would say to KD, first of all, even that skill for skill, like you're not the GOAT in that regard. But
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, boy. Skill for skill, like that's why I say shooting and just pure skills. It might be a conversation. It might be a conversation. Well, not so as far as skills, but he top 10 skills to me. But definitely shooting. This is a conversation with shooting. Now scoring and shooting is different because you can lay up, dunk. So scoring and shooting are different. But as far as shooting, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. At one point in time, I did believe he was the best shooter. He is the best shooter I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? That I ever watched on a consistent basis. So
Right, we're not trying to do that.
Right,
I'm with you.
because he is
because
absolutely fantastic. But he's probably heard comments or read comments in reaction to this that have done just that. You know what I mean? That have made it like, and it's probably like he's probably taking some shots that he didn't need to take, because, he's just not. Shaq's not.
And Shaq was unstoppable, Chris. Those 3 championships they won in a row, nobody could do anything with Shaq. I mean, that was as dominant as you could be. It was like, get out of the way.
yeah, Shaq the most dominant player I ever seen. He the most dominant player I ever seen. He's not the best scorer. I think the best scorer I ever seen was Kobe Bryant. But Shaq was a dominant force, though. He was the most dominant player I ever seen. He was the most dominant player I ever seen. Best player, the best scorer was a dominant force, though. He was the most dominant player I ever seen. No, because you got LeBron. LeBron the best scorer I ever seen, but him and Kobe like a close second. Him and Kobe like a close second.
Or be posterized, Chris. Like, it was ridiculous.
No doubt.
The only person who could
he's
stop
not
Shaq
in the conversation.
was missed free throws. That was it.
Yeah, no doubt. And so, if KD, I mean, you make a statement like that, whatever, and I'll throw, people would like, and you know this, Rob, to also see him win a championship outside of Golden State.
Yeah, and you know what? Going to Brooklyn and trying to make that happen, Chris, that was admirable.
I remember feeling like, man, I'm with KD trying to go somewhere.
Me too. That was
win.
admirable to be like, I'm
Yep.
going to try to do this on my own, go do something else, blah, 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 blah. But it didn't work.
Nah, and maybe it would have. You know, you and I both believed in them.
Injuries.
Had they stayed healthy, I mean, we feel like it would have worked, but it just didn't. Injuries, and the vaccine. Kyrie wouldn't get the vaccine.
Yeah, I think Kyrie bombed out on him. I think Kyrie bombed. I ain't think they had a chance though to win no goddamn chip. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't on that bandwagon, but I think Kyrie bombed because you still had LeBron in Cleveland. It's before he went to LA. I think he was in Cleveland like 2 years when he went to Brooklyn. So I ain't go that far. I ain't believe that. Then Giannis came out of nowhere. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like I say, Durant GOAT conversation. To me, I agree with Chris. He's not in that conversation. As far as greatest shooter all time, definitely. Let me know what you think. Like I say, hit that subscribe button, man. Grow with me, man. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody else. I'm out.